This video is the second installment about this baritone saxophone. And if you haven't seen the first video, go and check it out, because that is all about how I've fixed this up, delacquered it, put it all back together and got it nicely into this shape here. It might be a bit difficult, but I'm going to show you as best as I can while I'm trying to juggle talking into the microphone and showing you this. Look at this. So it's got that proper vintage raw brass sort of patina about it now. You can see it on the bow there. You can see it on the side of the bell. Look at that. It's definitely got that sort of like look which says, I've had a life. That's what this thing has had. And yep, by some of the little dings around it, it's definitely had a bit of a life. So after a few days of doing the delacquer, it usually starts to turn a bit darker, and that's exactly what it's doing now. It has that sort of more matte look to it. I love it. I just absolutely love that sort of used finish. But this is not about how the saxophone looks today. This one, as I said, is part 2, and that is about how this thing sounds. So I'm going to give you a quick blast up and down on this thing, and then I'll catch you lot after the demo. This was the Conn 12M Baritone Saxophone Monster from 1966. And it plays and sounds like a monster, although I was deliberately at times just trying to keep it more melodic-ish and sort of a bit more of a sweeter tone. I mean, I am using a Dukoff M8, but I tried to tame it down a bit and just keep it more of a sweet, more melodic style, and it seems to work. And the fingering on these things does feel a bit funky. It doesn't feel like a modern baritone. It's not bad, but it's not exactly the greatest thing in the world. And it will take a bit of time to get used to, and some pains, because I'm getting little aches in my hand. But that's because I play a lot, and I'm also practicing a lot. And that's why it aches. Either that, or I'm just getting old. It's the practice. Yes, I'll blame it on the practice. Anyway, it does feel a bit different than the normal modern baritone saxophone, and it will take you that time to get used to it. And the sound does have a bit of a grunt to this thing, although I didn't let it out that much. Okay, I'll give you a grunt now. You see what I mean? It's a bit of a tiger. Let's have another noodle. Here we go. Yep, it's got that grunt to it. But that's what these things have, these low B flat baritones. I prefer the sound on these. I don't know why. I mean, low A baritones are great as well, but this Conn 12M has that sort of nice, big, down and dirty sound that I like. I really like that whole vibe of these saxophones looking like this. But that's just my cup of tea. And I'm a Brit, so I like tea. So this is my cup of tea. But the fingering, like I said again, it does take some getting used to. And I'm not really a baritone player. I'm a tenor guy. But I do like to noodle now and again on baritone because it's fun. It keeps the chops up and it keeps the diaphragm going. That's the thing. When you switch into baritone, you can feel it in your diaphragm. And when the fingering's a bit more clumsy than you used to, it makes it a little bit more, let's just say, difficult. But the payoff is nice because the sound is good. Now, the intonation and tuning, I was having to use my embouchure and my ears to keep myself in. It's always the same with baritones. They're just sketchy on intonation. I don't care which one it is. Every baritone seems to have its little things, but that's the joy of being a saxophone player. Anyway, that was the Conn 12M. I hope you've enjoyed this video, part 2 of this baritone. Anyway, thank you so much for coming this far. I want to wish you lot a fantastic day. Do me a huge favour, get that wiggly finger, click on the like button, and then you're putting a big smile on this silly man's head. And I will catch you in the next video. Have a great day.